Hello everybody, my name is Quinster01 and I'm recording this episode right after I just recorded the other one, and this is Tutorial Drops episode 2, but it's still the dubstep one. It's a little confusing, you can wrap your head around it, I'm sure, you're smart. So, last time we covered the ARP and the other random stuff and the drums, and now we're going to do the basses. There are 3 technically, 2 that you can hear, 1 main one. Yeah, this didn't take that long at all, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this short. This is probably going to be under 5 minutes. I don't know, maybe not. Because I'm not going to do a tutorial on each of the basses, but I want to walk you through how I did it. They were all made in a very similar way. So this first one right here, I'm going to just play the drop in case you haven't heard it. So. Okay, so this bass right here is the main one that you can hear. It also gets backed up by this one down here in the second half. And what's this? Oh yeah. I think this is the one that I did that on. Oh, that's not it at all. I use serum for basically all my serum, whatever you want to call it, for basically all of my basses because I like it very, very much. I believe this is the one that I put reverb on. Yes, I put reverb on with an envelope. It's at its default settings, and I turned it on the mix. That way, it has a little bit of reverb feel, but as soon as the note isn't being held, the reverb cuts right off, which sounds pretty cool. You can't really tell though. It's solo. It also gets high passed here at the end, just so that way you can hear the drum fill. And the reverse crash sounds pretty cool with it too. Yeah, that's something. So, I made this with a custom wavetable. I can't remember which snare I used. I took a snare and I dropped it in there. And I dropped it in under the... I drop it in, you can click. You have options, and one of them is... Oh, damn. You just pick 1024 as your option. And then I went into our wavetable editor, I believe that's what its official name is. Not entirely certain. And then I cut out the little tail end of it. It was a really short snare, so I didn't really have to. I just picked an interesting one with a lot of low end. Just a thumpy one. One that I probably wouldn't really... I'd probably just use as a backup for another one. In this pack, where is it? It's somewhere. There it is. Mighty Snares by Crispy Dinner, that's his name. I think I used this one, but I'm not entirely certain. But you can do this with pretty much any percussion sound. And then I went and I normalized each of them, and then I went through and I squarified it under multis, and then you scroll down one and you hit squarify. You probably already know that though. Then I went and morphed it and hit morph spectral, and then I re-normalized it again because usually that takes a lot of volume out of it. Okay, so I'm gonna walk you through this right now. So I have this first LFO, which just looks like that. You can see that. And it's modulating the cutoff of a high-pass filter and the wavetable position, and there's some bend plus, and the level of the sub, because I felt like it. And as well as, importantly, the level of the oscillator, because that gives it a lot more motion instead of just it moving through instead of just the bend being added and the cutoff happening and the wavetable position. It's still nice to lower the level just to give it a little bit more motion. Because if I didn't, it just doesn't sound that great. See if I do it like this. Oh, that's what it is. That's still not it. Okay, there we go. If I go through and do something more like this, it just adds a little bit more motion, which is nice. There's a little bit of hyperdimension on it, not dimension, just the hyper part. A little bit of distortion, which is being modulated by the tube distortion, which is being modulated by the first LFO, and reverb that I told you about with the envelope and stuff. Yeah. I'm using a high-pass 12. I think I already said that. Also, the drive is being modulated because the drive sounds nice. It's like distortion, but cooler. And the sub is on direct out, and if you don't know what that means, it basically means it doesn't go through all the effects and the filters and stuff. It just goes directly out, so it doesn't get like distorted and sound all weird. Okay, so then this second part of the bass right here, this second bass, which sounds like this, which was supposed to be a growl, but then I said fuck it, so it's not a growl. And it's playing the same MIDI, it's just layering. I wasn't going to layer it, but it sounded pretty crappy by itself. So, yeah. And this one was made in a similar way. I believe this was using a pack called Dubstep Wavetable, or Bass Tables? I don't know, I googled Dubstep Wavetables and just, like, downloaded a free one. But they have some pretty nice tables in there. It's pretty great. And this was made using a lot of the same things. No reverb, just hyperdimension and some tube distortion. It's also being modulated. LFO, high pass with the cutoff. Drive isn't being modulated, but it's still up there. It always sounds good. And then the level, and the wavetable position, and some bend minus. I like bend plus and bend minus, but bend plus minus just doesn't... It just gets way too muddy, in my opinion. See if you, like, listen. I just think it sounds too muddy, and just it gets all over the place. Another sub that's being direct outed through stuff. This was a really simple patch. Most of my basses are really simple, because I'm lazy. I'm gonna see, let me see. We've been going for like 6 minutes, so we have time. Okay, yeah, that's basically it. I also intentionally had this first peak in the LFO raised up more than the second one, because what I wanted to do was have every time I hit a longer note, I wanted that extra last part to sound different, just for some variation, and I like how that sounds. I really do like that a lot, and I think it sounds pretty good with this other bass. See. Of course, this is also being EQ'd, because a lot of this, it was getting way too there was a lot of stuff in the mid area, so I just lowered that, because I can. And yeah, this primary bass gets high passed, which I think it's on channel 1. Yeah, it gets high passed at the end, but this one doesn't. I don't know, just to leave a little bass there. Plus, I kind of forgot, and I was like, yeah, it sounds okay. Yeah, plus it already there's a lot of high frequencies in it, so, like, if we look at which one is it? Okay, maybe not as many as I thought, but there's still plenty. So, I think it sort of sounds like it's already being high passed, and I don't think I forgot anything in here. Oh yeah, no, yeah, we have one more bass to do. This weird one. And most of my basses that as I said, I'm making Serum, but most of them are like how I've made them, how I've showed you how I make them before, which is everything is modulated inside Serum or inside Massive if I do a bass in Massive. But I don't usually do automation clips and have everything outside of here like that. I just don't. Yeah. By the way, the reason I did this is the pitch bend. So each one of these here, I'll just show you. This other bass was also made in a similar way as these first ones. I think that's it. Okay, so you can't really hear it, because I'm just gonna do this and show you what each one does. And this is, you can barely hear this one, but it's still there. I don't know why. I made it. I really should, but I don't know why it's there. Yeah, so this one was, I think it was another custom wavetable. No, it was, oh yes, I remember this now, yes. Even though I made this like literally less than an hour ago, I didn't remember. So I used another one from that Dubstep Wavetables pack, which is the last one, Bass Tables 30, and Seamless's Monster 4, which is one of my favorite wavetables. And then no effects, wait, no effects on it? That can't be right. Okay. And then high pass filter, bend plus on this one, minus on that one. Full modulation on the wavetable position, and the LFO is shaped a little weird, but whatever. Also, the levels are being modulated. You can really see most of it right here since there's no effects, so you can go ahead and pause it. Okay, good. You're back. It's about damn time. And yeah, that's it. My goal is I wanted to just have a growl that just growl, but it doesn't. So this is the pitch bend. So if I play it, you can actually see the pitch bend going up and down in Massive, yeah, or in Serum, whatever damn plugin this is. And then this one, I believe right here, I think this is for a low pass filter. So if we get rid of this, I'm gonna have to check on that. I'm gonna see if I just play this and go into, yes, it is the cutoff for a low pass filter. And then on a Fruity Balance, I have the volume, just that way it pops right up. This is the volume right here. Yeah, so, okay, we're past 10 minutes now. This is plenty long. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you want to suggest what type of drop I should do for the next one, or maybe I should do more dubstep, more bass, I don't know, just tell me. Tell me in the comments, and I'll probably listen to you, because I don't get that many suggestions. So, if you haven't checked out my remix contest, which, I don't know, well, by the time I'm posting this, it's definitely not up, but it might be while you're watching this. But you should go check it out anyway. It's over on my video titled Submerged plus Remix Contest, or N Remix Contest. You'll know what it is. Just go click over there and download the project file and enter it. It's free to enter, and you could be on my new album, which is great. So you should go do that right now. Okay, great. Now that you've done it, so I'm just going to go ahead and say goodbye now. So be sure to tell me which drop I should do next. I'm not that great at any of them, but suggest it anyway. And I'll be sure to try. See ya.